Hi, I'm JC, and this is Dadbod with JC. Um, I haven't been doing this for a few weeks. I'm getting back to it. I was doing great while I was doing this, and now I've kind of plateaued since I haven't been doing this daily workout thing. So here I am. I'm back. I want to be here every day. Kids are back in school, so I'm ready to do this because they're all tired and hidden in, tucked away in wherever they are, their rooms, I guess. All right, so I like to start out with stretching, um, and so like today I'll be stretching, and tomorrow I'll do something with weights, hopefully. Okay, so today I'm going to start. I have like 14 exercises planned out, starting with upper back stretching. So I'm going to start with cat cows. I'm going to do 2 sets of cat cows. I'm going to hold it for like 5 seconds each. I'm going to put these notes up on the I guess when I upload to YouTube. So I started off on Twitch and then I upload it to YouTube. So here we go. So let's see, I count on the cats. Yeah, I think I count on the cats. Yeah, so that's 5. I count down from 5. So I'm going to do 5 of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's 1 set of cat cows. I got another set coming up. All right, I gotta stretch my neck a little bit. Everything's a little tight. I haven't been doing this regularly for about a month now, and my dog's here on the couch. She's like, "Why are you so loud?" She's asleep. Anyways, all right, here we go. Second set of cat cows. Gonna go cow, cat for 5, cow and cat for 4, cow, cat for 3, cow, cat for 2, cow, cat for 1. Yeah, so I lost about a month. I got really active with my kids. My youngest, he's learning how to drive, so instead of doing this, I was teaching him how to drive for a month. But now he's back in school. He's gotta focus on his school stuff. My dog's getting up. I'm hoping she's not gonna kill herself coming off the couch. She's a little bit older. There she goes. She made it. Whoa, she fell. But luckily she fell when she was on the ground. Anyway, enough of the dog play-by-play. Oh, there's the other dog. Hi, buddy. This guy's like, what are you doing? All right, I'm about to do a child's pose, apparently. Gonna hold it for an 8 count. He's welcome to do the child's pose too, but I don't know if there's room on this. So for the child's pose, what I do is I put my elbows down to the ground. I put my forehead down between my elbows and push my rear end towards my ankles. Once I find a good stretch, I hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back out. So in between sets here, I have another set of this. Yeah, 2 sets. So the good news is, in the month that I haven't been doing this, I've been active with other stuff like outdoor activities like tennis and bicycling, running, and haven't gained any weight. Haven't really lost any weight either. I'm pretty stagnant. So in the 3 months I was doing this-ish, I lost about 10 pounds. I toned up a little bit, lost about 10 pounds, and luckily in the last month I haven't really put anything on. I haven't really lost any either. And of course my dog, this is the dog that fell earlier. She's like, I'm a big fan of yours. She likes dadbodwithjc. She's probably going to take a little nap right here at the end of my mat, so I'll have to adjust here. She's a good dog. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to do a second set of child's pose here. Again, forearms to the ground, Head down to the mat next to the forearms. Finding a stretch, holding the stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So yeah. So I guess the main reason I'm back is because the kids are back in school now. So that's a good thing. I have a little bit more time. Without them being in school, you got to keep them active. I participate in a lot of that, hence the dad bod. But now that they're back in school, they just want to chill out in their rooms a little bit, and I have a little bit more time for this. I thought I'd be able to do it through the summer, but apparently not. Anyways, next up is a wall stretch. Ooh, I gotta get rid of this wall stretch thing. It's an awkward little thing. Anyways, so for the wall stretch, I stick my forearm against the wall, straight up and down. Then I use my feet. I go about a 45-degree angle. Then I use my feet to angle my body away from the shoulder to open up the shoulder. And then once I go about as far as I can go, I deepen the stretch a little bit more by pushing my chin away from that shoulder. And it really opens up the chest and the shoulder in this area. I'm going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I'm going to go work this other side. Same deal. I have to push behind these bags here, but it's the same deal. Hand goes straight up. I use my feet to open my shoulders and my chest up. And then I deepen the stretch with my head, moving away, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, second set coming up, same deal. Instead of counting, this time I'm going to keep talking because this is pretty nice routine, mechanical. Starting with 8. So yeah, I've lost 10 pounds, which is great. I'm pretty excited about that. My goal is to lose a lot more than 10 pounds. So I'm hoping over the next 3 or 4 months. So it's been 4 months. I started this, let's say mid to late March, I believe. Let's call it April 1st. Let's call it an April Fool's thing. So it's been about 4 months now, and I've lost 10 pounds. And if I can lose 10 pounds every 4 months, I'll be satisfied because I'll eventually get to where I want to go. So we'll see. It's the first 10 pounds is be a lot easier to lose than the last 10 pounds. I still do want to lose quite a bit more, but I'm opening up my chest here and holding for 8. So yeah, I should really do this every day. I'll post my videos online. This is really what's helping me lose the weight. Like I said, in the month I wasn't really posting very much. I didn't lose anything. I didn't gain anything, but I didn't lose anything. I was exercising though. The outdoor stuff. It's harder to record that. All right, so the wall stretch is done. Trunk rotation. The trunk rotation on the floor is actually more satisfying in that it's easier. I'm just laying down and my trunk's moving side to side. But it's a little bit more challenging to do it standing up. So I'm going to do the trunk rotation standing up. For the standing up trunk rotation, I get my arms out wide. I'm only going to do 3 sets of this. So I'm going to rotate my trunk across here. I'm going to hold it for a good 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I slowly rotate the other way. I think this trunk rotation, even though it's a little bit more difficult, it feels like it's more effective. So I'm kind of liking the standing trunk rotation because all my muscles, my core muscles have to engage more. I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one set. I got 2 more sets of the trunk rotation coming up. So yeah. Quick results is nice. Had I been doing this hour thing here every night, I think I would have lost some weight. But I have other priorities I wanted to work on, so here I am. I think I can do it now. All right, trunk rotation again. Get my hands up like this and coming around, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly rotating to the other side. And holding this rotation for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One thing I didn't stop doing is taking measurements. Once a week, I take measurements of basically here. Every few inches, I take a measurement, and just to see where things are changing. And I'm really glad I did that. Actually, for anyone who's starting a regular fitness routine, I highly recommend doing the measurements, because at first I wasn't losing any weight at all, or hardly. I lost 2 pounds, but I've been doing it for weeks and weeks, and if I hadn't been taking those detailed measurements, I would have been super frustrated. I'd be like, this isn't working, blah blah blah, all that stuff, and it turns out, even though I wasn't really losing weight, apparently I was gaining muscle mass and losing fat, because I was losing a lot of, I guess, circumference from here to here in the core area, and replacing that with muscle. And of course, if muscle was building and fat was losing, it came out to almost the same, but it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same at all. I felt much stronger, much better. I would have just been frustrated that I wasn't losing weight, which is not true. It turned out I was losing quite a bit of weight. So I got 1 more set of the trunk rotation coming up here. So that I highly recommend. At this point, I've lost, I've done the calculations based off of how much, the diameter, no, the circumference of the average circumference that I lost in the trunk area. And it's over 2 gallons worth of fat. That from as best as I can measure it, I've lost 2.2 gallons of fat so far, and like 2.2 gallons of fat. I mean, a gallon of human fat, it turns out, weighs 7.4 pounds. So 2.2 gallons of fat weighs what's that? 15, let's say 16 pounds roughly. So I haven't lost 16 pounds, but I've lost 16 pounds of fat, and I think I've gained about 6 pounds of muscle altogether. So I've lost about the 10 pounds right there. And so 6 extra pounds of muscle, 16 pounds less of fat. That's something. That's a lot. It's a lot better than, if you just say, oh, I just lost 10 pounds, it's not feeling as impressive. It's not feeling as useful. It's not feeling as I guess, what's that called? Beneficial as losing 16 pounds of fat. Probably a teeny bit more than 16. I'll call it 16. I'm only measuring from here to here. I'm not even including what I've lost in my legs and actually my neck and stuff too. I've lost some up here and down here, but I didn't bother with the measurements down there because there's 2 legs and it's a little finer detail. So I'm just considering the core area. The core area is where I need the most help. I needed the most help anyway, so I'll just focus on the core. And in the core, I lost 16 pounds worth of fat. I guess on the legs, it would be maybe less, maybe a pound or two, maybe a pound of fat each. Because right here in the middle of my legs, I lost 2 inches of diameter. And it used to look really fluffy, and now it's not quite as fluffy. Still some fluff there, but not. And 2 inches off the middle of your thigh. There had to have been a good amount of fat there. Anyways, it's burned off at this point. Okay, so that's it for the trunk rotations. Next up is the shoulder rolls. Oh, I love the shoulder rolls. There's 2 sets of shoulder rolls. So for the shoulder rolls, what I do is I go bring up my shoulders up to the ears, bring them forwards towards that way, bring them down away from my ears, bring them back, and back up again for 10, counting down from 10. Rolling it over to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done in that direction. Now I go the other way. So ears, shoulders up towards the ears, towards the back, down, towards the front, and back up again for 10. And keep rolling in the other direction here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done in that for that set. I got 2 more sets of the shoulder. No, I got 1 more set of shoulder rolls. I misread. I just have a little cheat sheet of what I'm going to do. It takes me a while to put these lists together. I'm surprised how, because like if you put certain exercises back to back, it doesn't work well. For my purposes, other people might be okay with it, but so I try out a list and then I tweak it some. I'm going to put more of these lists together. I think one of the reasons I hadn't been doing this is my list got a little bit boring and repetitive, and I have a whole bunch of ideas saved up in my social media accounts. I just have to put them to paper and try them out. Anyways, second set of shoulder rolls coming up. So shoulders up, forwards, down, to the back, and up. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back the other way. So up towards the ears, back, down, forwards, and up again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that's it for the shoulder rolls. Next up is the neck flex. So for that, I'm just going to do 3 sets. I start off to the one side. I just stretch this, and I bob my head down, stretching straight down to the other side, opening this area up, and that's one rep, I guess. Back down, original side, back down, opposite side, back down, original side, back down, opposite side. And I think I did one extra thing, so yeah, my dog has to go out. I gotta let my dog out. Go ahead, baby. Go, go, go. she's not going. I'm doing my little show thing. All right. She wants to go out, but she won't go out. It's so bizarre. All right. Anyways, so next, okay, I got 2 more sets of the neck flex coming up. So off to the side, straight down, opposite side. That's 1 rep. Down, original side, down, opposite side. That's 2 reps. Down, original side, down, opposite side. That's 3 reps. And that's the second set. Oh, I got a good dog here. I got a good dog. Ooh, he came here just in the nick of time, right when I finished my second set. That's a very good dog. He has a very good timing. Uh-oh. Did someone want attention too? The other dog's coming. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so 3rd set coming up. So my head bobs over to the one side and back down, opposite side, back down, original side, back down, opposite side. That's 2nd rep. Back down, original side, back down, opposite side, and that's it. That's 3 reps, 3 sets. Neck flex is done. Next up is an overhead arm reach. I'm going to do 2 sets of this. It's pretty quick exercise, or pretty quick stretch here. So it's just a matter of putting my fingers together above my head, hands, arms straight up, and then stretching, then bending off to the side, staying with my arms and my legs in one plane, just stretching off to the one side. Once I find a good stretch, holding for 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming back to the other side. I'm going to hold for a 4 or 5 count. I felt like I could have stretched a little bit more there with a longer count. So I'm finding my stretch here, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing. All right, that was 1 set of the overhead arm reach. I got another set coming up. I will get some water before I get that 2nd set started. All right. Overhead arm reach. So get my fingers together, get my arms up above, bring my arms off to the side. I'm going to hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming towards the middle. Going off to the other side. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relaxing. Back to the middle and release. All right, so that was the overhead arm reach. Boy, yeah, that stretched out the sides pretty good, actually. All right, knees to the chest. Hold the knees to the chest for 6 count. I'm just going to do 2 sets of this. For this, I am going to be sitting on my butt, laying my back a little bit. And I'm just, like the exercise says, I'm just going to put knees to the chest. I don't really get all the way to the chest. There's too much stuff in the way at this point. But I'll do what I can. It's a good, I guess, exercise. All right, so here we go. Knees to the chest, holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing. Taking a deep breath or 2. And continuing on. Knees to the chest, holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And releasing. My dog really wants to go out the back door. Here, I'm going to encourage her to go out the back door. It had rained, so things are a little wet here. Okay, here we go, baby. Okay, hold on. Oh, such a good dog. There we go. All right, hopefully that wasn't too distracting. So yeah, I'm done with the upper back stretching. I guess that was the upper back stretching, the knees to the chest. Yeah, it opens up the upper back a little bit. All right, next up is hamstring stretching. I have 6 hamstring stretches. What's this guy doing? He's behind me. Anyways, so for the hamstring stretching, I might need this one a little bit, so I'll stick my second mat down. And first up is the seated forward fold. I'm just gonna sit down here, and maybe the dog will join. So for the seated forward fold, I had a huge revelation. Apparently, I was doing this not quite right for myself. When I was doing the seated forward folds, I was putting my legs together and then opening them up a little bit and doing it this way. Well, apparently there's about 3 hamstrings down in your hamstrings, and the way I was doing it with my legs open like that, only 2 of the 3 of them were getting stretched. To get the third one, I needed to bring my legs either straight or kind of pigeon toe, close in my toes, and this will get all of my hamstrings nice and stretched. So for this, I'm going to do a pigeon toe just because I got to overcompensate, because my inner hamstrings are the ones that are nice and tight, because of the activities I do, biking, running, exercising. Apparently that puts a lot of strain on my inner hamstrings there. I did not know this. I ended up talking to a stretching specialist to get that info. I would have never guessed had the specialist not mentioned it and explained to me what I was doing wrong. It's fantastic. All right, so I'm stretching now. I'm going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I need to do a second round. Luckily, my dog is here assisting me. He's doing a very good job. Yeah, he's being very vigilant. I mean, if anything pops up, he's going to go attack it. Good boy. All right, next up is more of the same. I got a second set of this seated forward fold. So again, I'm going to have my toes straight up or just pointed towards the middle a little bit, and then do this seated forward fold stretch. I'm going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My dog took off. Something was very interesting for him. Hey, the other dog's back. All right. Okay, here we go. What is going on here? Seated V forward fold. So for this one, it's essentially the same thing, only my legs are out in a V shape. So again, I want to bring my toes in a little bit just because of the stretch for this hamstring. I want to stretch the most right at this point. It'll be addressed if I bring my toes in a little bit. So I found my stretch. I'm going to hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what a good dog. That's a good dog. No, that's a good dog. I'm covered in dogs sometimes. All right. Say two dogs are better than one. Right, little buddy? All right. So next up is the same seated V. What did I call it? seated V forward fold. All right, here we go. Stretching towards the middle, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relaxing. Okay, so that's good for the hamstring stretches for the seated V forward fold. Next up is this seated static stretch. So it's a lot like the first stretch I did, only it's one leg, not two legs, and I focus on that one leg at a time. Again, I'll bring my toe in a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't bother my knee too much. I do feel something on my knee. I'm not quite sure. I think one of the dogs is throwing up. Hopefully not. He makes noises like that. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna pull my toe that way. Hopefully, maybe that's why it feels like something's weird in my knee here. But anyway, so I'm gonna stretch in this direction. I'm gonna try to bring my belly button over top my thigh and stretch. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Bringing my toe in a little bit. Holding for, finding a stretch. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relaxing. Switching sides again. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switching sides again. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that felt really good. Hopefully that was so satisfying. I really need to be doing more stretching. A lot of my latest posts have been stretching exercises because I really need that more than anything else. I need all the other exercises. I need to do the chest, the arms, the core work, all that stuff. But the stretching, boy, I really need that. Next up is the lying down stretch. I'm going to lie on my back, one leg up, slightly with a slight knee bend. Hands wrap around the thigh. Slowly straighten the leg. Hips stay on the floor. Hold for 8. I'm going to do 2 sets on each side. So here we go. So the leg goes back with a slight knee bend. Going to hold the back of my thigh. I straighten that out. The other leg I hold straight and up a little bit to engage my core. And this leg I pull towards me and I stretch the hamstring. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Switching sides. So holding the back of my thigh, slowly straightening this leg out. Raising the other leg, right, just slightly off the ground to engage the core. Holding this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that felt great. That was one set. One more set coming up. It's been such a long time. Everything's working really well. I should do this more regularly. It really comes down to if you can exercise, if you can do your whatever circuit satisfies your needs. If you can do the circuit on somewhat of a regular basis, I think it is really more beneficial to you. I've certainly missed doing this a bit, but I need to get the other stuff done. My kid needs to learn how to drive without hurting himself or someone else. So here we go. There we go. So leg goes up. Pull the thigh towards me. The other leg is slightly up off the ground. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And releasing. Leg goes up. Other leg goes up. Bringing that leg straight. The lower leg raises off the ground just a teeny bit. Holding the stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. I got a lot out of that stretch. I felt like things just shifting and moving. It was fantastic. All right, next guy up is the heads down stretch. Hands behind you, legs shoulder width apart, legs stay straight, bend forward at the hips, tuck the chin in and hold for 8 count. So I'll stand up for this. So legs shoulder width apart, my hands, I'm just holding my hands behind my back here. Legs about shoulder width apart. Maybe the dog will join me. She likes to spend time here. She's a good dog. Oh, chin tucked, head down, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. I got one more of these to come up. Gotta stretch out my neck a little bit. Get a little water. It's really important to get a lot of water. 2 important things in this whole bit. 2 really important things. I had to drink quite a bit more water. I was already drinking water, but you gotta up your game, at least a cup or 2 or 5 or 8 a day. Like I was already drinking like 3 or 4 cups, 5 cups maybe a day of water, but I had to bring it up to like 8 cups a day. So a good amount more. Wow, doggies everywhere behind me. I'm well guarded. And I'll do this set and I'll talk about what else I changed. That's really helping me out. Again, hands behind my back, bending at the hips, chin tucked, breathing in nice and easy, stretching the hamstrings as far as I can go, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, things are really stretching out nicely. I wonder if I'm just getting back to where I was, or I'm going beyond where I was when I last did this about, I guess, a month ago. Anyway, I'll let that be. I guess I can watch the video and see. Last set of exercises are the scissor stretches. Basically the same thing, only that instead of my legs being side to side, I will scissor them out. One leg for about a foot or 2, about really 2 feet further than the other. And then I will fold over my forward leg with my hands behind my back. And most of the stretching will be in the forward leg. So bending at the hips. Finding my stretch. Chin tucked. Try not to fall. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming back up. Switching legs real quick. Doing the same thing on this other leg. Bending at the waist. Tucking the chin. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up again. All right. I got one more set of the scissor stretch to go. One side on each leg. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Stretching, bending at the waist, chin is tucked, finding the stretch, holding it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relaxing back out, switching legs. One last scissor stretch here on this other side. Bending at the waist, stretching that hamstring, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up again. And that's it for my list. All right. Oh, that felt great. I got to stretch my arms now. They're behind my back for a little bit too long there. All right. I like to close out with a forward fold. It's a nice, easy forward fold. It's a full body stretch. Stretches all the way from the back of my heels all the way to the back of my head. But before I start with that, I'm JC. This has been Dad Bod with JC. And hopefully this will bring you a little bit of a help to any weight loss activities or any stretching or whatever. Hopefully this works for you as well as this worked for me. And this has felt great for me. All right, forward fold coming up. Just relaxing the back of my calves, the back of my hamstrings, through the glutes, through the lower back, upper back, shoulders, neck, head. Arms dangling, and the top of my head releases as well. And that's about it. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.